Once upon a time, in a small village in Maphisa, nestled between the dusty hills of Matabeleland, lived a boy named Mzilikazi. His home was a simple mud hut with a thatched roof, surrounded by fields of maize that swayed under the golden sun. The village was quiet except for the chatter of women at the borehole and the laughter of children playing with old bicycle tires. Mzilikazi was different from the other boys. He didn't talk much. His mother Matabeleland would say, "Silence is golden, my son. Let your actions speak." Mzilikazi loved the baobab tree at the edge of Maphisa. Its thick trunk and big branches felt like a wise old friend. Every evening, he sat beneath it, watching the sun turn orange and pink, listening to the wind whisper through the leaves. The other boys mocked him. "Mzilikazi, why so quiet? Are you a mute?" they teased. Mzilikazi just smiled. He believed his mother's words. Silence is golden. One year, the rains didn't come. The maize fields withered and the borehole dried up. The village elders argued about what to do. Some say they should move to Bulawayo. Others blamed spirits and called for rituals. Voices grew louder, tempers flared, and fear spread like wildfire. Mzilikazi watched it all from his spot under the baobab, saying nothing. One day, while fetching water from a distant stream near Limpopo, Mzilikazi noticed something. The stream flowed near a rocky hill, and the water seemed to seep from the stones. He climbed closer and saw a small spring hidden behind a bush. It wasn't much, but it was clean water, enough to help Maphisa village. He ran home, his heart racing, but he didn't tell anyone yet. Silence is golden, he thought. He wanted to be sure. For days, Mzilikazi worked alone. He cleared the bush, dug a shallow channel, and guided water towards Maphisa village. His hands blistered, his back ached, but he kept going. The other boys loved seeing him toil. "What's quiet Mzilikazi doing now?" "Digging for gold," one said. Mzilikazi said nothing. Time will tell, he thought. Weeks later, Maphisa was desperate. The elders' arguments had led nowhere, and the people were tired. Then Mzilikazi walked to the center of the village, where the women gathered with empty buckets. He didn't speak. He just pointed to the ground, where a trickle of water followed from the channel he had dug. The women gasped. The elders ran over. The water wasn't enough to flood the fields, but it was enough to fill buckets, to cook and to drink. "How did you find this?" asked Induna Kumalo, the head elder. Mzilikazi shrugged. "I listened," he said softly. "The hills showed me." Maphisa came alive. Women sang as they carried water. Men repaired the channel to make it stronger. The children stopped teasing Mzilikazi and started helping him. The water didn't solve everything. The drought was still cruel, but it gave Maphisa village hope. They worked together, planting smaller crops and sharing what little they had. Matabeleland beamed with pride. "You see, my son," she said, "silence is golden. You didn't argue or boast. You watched, you worked, and you showed the way." Maphisa learned from Mzilikazi. They learned that shouting doesn't always solve problems. Listening does. They learned that one small action done with care can change everything. And they learned that patience reveals answers. As for Mzilikazi, he still sat under his baobab tree, watching the sun, saying little. He didn't need to explain himself. Time told his story. Mzilikazi's quiet nature allowed him to notice what others missed. Listening and watching can reveal solutions. Instead of arguing, Mzilikazi worked quietly to solve a problem, proving that deeds speak louder than words. His small act of finding water united Maphisa and gave them hope, showing that even one person's effort can inspire others. Despite mockery and hardship, Mzilikazi stayed focused, teaching us to keep going even when doubted. And so, in the quiet village of Maphisa, Mzilikazi showed us that silence can speak louder than words, and patience can light the way through even the darkest times. His story reminds us all to listen closely, act with purpose, and trust that time will tell. Thank you for joining us in this journey through Matabeleland, where the simple truth, silence is golden, changed a village forever. Have you ever solved a problem by staying quiet and observing like Mzilikazi? Share a time when listening or watching led you to a solution others missed. What does silence is golden mean to you? How can staying calm or thoughtful help in tough situations in your own life? If you were in Maphisa during the drought, what would you have done to help? Think of a small action that could make a difference in a struggling community. How can we apply Mzilikazi's lesson of patience in today's fast-paced world? Share an example of a time when waiting or working quietly paid off for you. What's a challenge in your community that needs a quiet hero like Mzilikazi? How could someone's careful observation or steady effort make a difference? Share your thoughts in the comment section, like, comment, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.